Will the circle be unbroken?
Hello, hello, what? It's another Tuesday here on the YouTubes, and I'm back with some more Bioshock Infinite. And we have just landed in Columbia, and we're trying to find the Statue of Columbia in order to get our bearings around the place. Anyway, before we continue on, I just wanted to point out a couple of things here. As you can see, the architecture here, in case you're not familiar with the time period, is highly reminiscent of the early 1910s, 1920s or so. The fact that this kid is wearing knickers and has a little short cap on, and the fact that popcorn is only $2, hot dog rather, is only $2. And it appears that Columbia seems to have a thing against the ground-dwelling folks of America.
I just think it fails to capture Father Comstock's absolute...
Kind of looks like Cthulhu there with a beardy tentacle.
Divinity.
But anyway, they keep referring to the ground, to America, where they're floating over, presumably, as a Sodom, which is basically a city full of sinners, the impure, the unclean.
Who could be against all that?
And, that really says something about how they perceive themselves, other than the fact that they always refer to their city as a New Eden. Anyway, I actually don't mind if we take a look and see if we can get some new threads. Let's check out Hudson's first.
Never hire an artist, my dear fellow. They are a temperamental and unreliable lot to a man.
Uh-huh.
I told him that the park is exceedingly far behind schedule. The landscaping is half finished. The statuary hasn't arrived. The fountain is full of rainwater, for God's sake. Even the marigolds are still unplanted. All work which should have been done months ago.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what he told me? He said that he
like
was
this.
tired. That the work could
This
take
guy really
months
hates
for him.
artists.
I said,
Let's see what this voxophone is up to.
And then the Archangel showed a vision. A city, lighter than air. I asked her, "Why do you show this to me, Archangel? I'm not a strong man. I'm not a righteous man. I am not a holy man." And she told me the most remarkable thing. "You're right, prophet. But if grace is within the grasp of one such as you, how can anyone else not see it in themselves?"
Just going by his voice from the voxophone recording, it doesn't seem too bad of a guy. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and turn down that music for a bit. Anyway, there is a kinetoscope in here. Let's see what this does. Gift of prophecy from Father Comstock. Interesting silent movie there. Again, more propaganda. Extolling the virtues of the great Zachary Comstock. Anyway, another interesting to note here is that sections of the city are basically detachable from one another, and they get to join with these interlocking bridges. You'll notice that the place that we came from with the baptism font also had to lower itself down and raise a connecting bridge to get to New Eden Square. So it looks like that the floating city is highly modular. I'm wondering if there's a schedule then for this thing to show up here. Oh, as soon as I say that, there is a schedule. So it looks like different stores will appear at different times. That's pretty cool.
Vox Populi this, Vox Populi that. Now what does Vox Populi even mean, for heaven's sake?
It's Latin. It means...
Latin.
I can at least hazard a guess it means the voice of the people. So that's again the name of that separatist movement. Pilgrims welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna take your cheese there, bud. And your bread. I don't know what that little comment from that lady was all about. The fact that their waiter has a slight accent. My guess is the people of Columbia are very close-minded. We had that rant about the artist earlier, and now a rant about an accent.
Good day, citizen. You're looking fit. Sport, friend. I can tell you're a man who's keen on sport. I'm fond of the Greco-Roman style, you know. If you want, I can always teach you.
No thanks. Kids will be kids. Distilled water ice. I can't believe that, you know, once upon a time they had to go around and have ice delivered in carts like this. Check this out. This horse that's pulling along this wagon is electrically powered. Let's see if we can get up closer to it. Interesting. It looks like there's some kind of magical element that's captured inside this vessel. I wonder if that's going to be the same thing that powers the vigors, or the plasmids, the magical powers in this game.
After the victory at Wounded Knee, the Angel Columbia did present herself to Father Comstock and show him a vision of the future. And so our prophet led the people away from the Sodom below, up into the city, where they created an even more perfect union. But it was the miracle child, the Lamb, that is the future of our city. For the prophet has said that she in the tower will lead the Sodom below into righteousness.
She in the tower. It's looking more and more likely that Elizabeth is the Lamb, and that's the reason why they want Elizabeth out of... I like how I'm perusing fruit while I'm explaining the plot, but that's the reason why these people who are bossing around Booker, why they want Elizabeth out of Columbia. It's going to throw it into disarray, and they perceive the floating city as a real threat. Pretty interesting stuff. Also, I thought it was kind of nice they had a little parade going through the city. There's still bits of confetti in the air. Okay, it looks like that section of the city's departing.
Columbia Raffle and Fair. Huh.
1912. So I'm guessing, is the year 1912? Or is that just like memorabilia of an event?
But a bit weak in the key
from back in 1912.
If you get my meaning.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I do. Let's see what's in here.
Warm temperatures and light variable winds throughout the afternoon. In short, a beautiful day for the festivities, Columbia. And now, back to the music.
Oh, it looks like that this is some kind of supermarket, or just a market, a sundry of sorts, and people are expected to pay their fair due for whatever they get. Go ahead and turn down the music here just so I can concentrate a little bit more on the environment. If you guys prefer that I leave the music on, you know, just for extra ambiance, let me know down in the comments. You know, I'm not really a man of honor, and I could use the extra change. Drink flask of unknown booze. Health, salt. Oh, plus health minus salt. Well, we don't really need any more health, and we don't have a salt meter just yet. If you guys are wondering, salt is basically the magic point system of this game. And since we don't have a vigor to use yet, a spell, we don't really need that just yet. Oh, another kinetoscope. Looks like Comstock has turned the entire population of the city as a garden for his daughter. It's very interesting. Do I want to continue this way? Probably not. Let's go ahead and head this way first.
Life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing
what?
To me. So what could
wow, okay. It's 1912, right?
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Albert Fink presents God Only Knows. If you don't know this song, shame on you. But this song should not exist for another 40 years or so. 40, 50 years? I mean... This is a song by the Beach Boys. And I don't know why this a cappella group is singing it. This is bizarre. And of course these people wouldn't know that it's from another time, but... Okay, this is this is really unnerving. Even though the song itself is kind of catchy. Fireworks, awesome. Anyway, now we know that there's something... I know that there's something really wrong with the city, at least. There's anachronistic music playing.
I do not want to be some character out of unmarried Vox Populi. Now,
It's like that couple's having a spat over political ideology. Can I get that silver eagle? There we go. There's the Statue of Columbia. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure going up that way will unleash a cutscene, so let's go ahead and head back towards that market over the bridge first. Looks like that the Colombian Beach Boys are heading out of here. Peace out, guys.
Would you care for a boutonniere? We're raising money for the Girls' Patriotic League.
Maybe next time.
You'd look dashing with one in your lapel. Come back if you change your mind.
You know, if I were Booker, I'd actually get a boutonniere. Just class it up, you know? Looks like there's something shiny on that table. Whoa. Did I miss something here? Oh, toolbox. Where's the toolbox? Oh, it was behind me. It's another voxophone.
One man goes into the waters of baptism, a different man comes out, born again. But who is that man who lies submerged? Perhaps that swimmer is both sinner and saint, until he is revealed unto the eyes of man.
You know, if you're not familiar with the Christian faith, a baptism is basically a ceremony in which one is, like Comstock says, someone is basically reborn. They're cleansed of their sins, their transgressions, and they become a pure of heart again, at least in the eyes of whatever deity they worship. And that is exactly the same kind of ceremony that Booker had, that he got from the preacher Whitting at the beginning of this Let's Play. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
Yeah, that's where they said I'd find her.
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt.
Huh?
Telegram for you, sir.
DeWitt, stop. Do not alert Comstock to your presence. Stop. Whatever you do, do not pick number 77. Stop. Lutess. What the...
Lutess. Someone knows who we are and what we're here to do. And that person is named Lutess. What do they mean by 77? I mean, obviously we don't want to alert Comstock. The tower protects the lamb. I don't really see a tower here, though. I mean, there are these high, skyscrapers. Well, not really skyscrapers, these tall buildings, but
My
they
good
don't
day
really
to
look
you,
like a
sir.
tower.
Hello.
Hello? Interesting. Again, it's another analog to Bioshock, the original. Back then, in that game, they also advertised their magical powers called plasmids with, well, commercial advertising campaigns like this. Looks like the murder of crows here is a vigor that we'll be finding some usage for crowd control, I assume. It says hooligans, plural. So I guess it's a crowd control spell. Devil's Kiss is probably a fireball of some kind. Shock Jockey is a thunderbolt. These seem pretty straightforward. Irresistible Charm is a possession. Okay.
To bring to you these amazing wonders. Praise be to our prophet, and praise be to our fair city.
Okay, there is the Columbia Raffle and Fair that we saw a sign for earlier.
Lightning from his fingers now. Would you
Let's go ahead and head back the other way,
If I told you a man could hoist a 1-ton stallion straight into
because I'm sure that's where we need to go next. Let's see what's going on over here before we continue. Oh my. What are these two up to? Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just bumming through the trash here. That statue has to be huge. Given its scale and how far away it is and how big it still is. Huge. Looks like there's more city over there. Is that the tower? No, probably not. Okay, well, it doesn't look like there was anything going on here, and it looks like... Aha! Discovered the jump button. Thought that was money. Doesn't look like there's anything else that we can visit down here. How about over here in the...
She's some kind of beauty. You know, that's where all the immigrants used to pass through.
Wish they still allowed average Janes and Joes to enter. You know, you gotta be somebody now.
You know, the guy on the left sounded a lot like Kevin Conroy. And if you're not sure who Kevin Conroy is, shame on you again. Very prolific American voice actor. Everyone's friendly here. Anyway, Kevin Conroy, very famous American voice actor for having done the voice of Batman / Bruce Wayne in Batman the Animated Series. Is this area off limits?
You wanna let me through here, pal?
Street's closed for your safety, fella. They're prepping tonight's fireworks back there.
There's enough TNT back there to blow Peking to Kingdom Come. Again.
Roadblock. Better find another way around.
These guys really don't like
now, would you believe me?
Chinese folks.
If I told you a man could hoist a 1-ton stallion straight
The
into
1910s,
the
of course, is a time
would you
of
believe me?
turmoil in China.
Well, friends, I am here.
I think this is about the time you had the Boxer
Those
Rebellion
are no
going on.
flights of fancy. Those are no tall tales told behind the pool hall. No, sir. No, ma'am. Those are biggers.
The envy of all his peers.
All of them feeling blue.
Is that kid taking a drag? Oh my gosh. Hey, it's a different time, right?
Who amongst you has tasted the divine gift of the vigor? One swing, and feats of wonderment are at the tips of your fingers. You know our prophet is fair. You know of its kind. And he
Oh, root beer, awesome.
Young sir, young miss, roll up and try the amazing power of Bucking Bronco. Whether you need it lifted, lofted, tossed, or tumbled, Bucking Bronco is just the ticket.
You know what? Let's give it a shot.
Young
Cast
sir,
out the devil.
young miss, roll up and try the amazing power of Bucking Bronco. Find the devil, good sir, and cast him out. Do you have what it takes?
Sure. Oh. Wait.
And there's
Okay.
devil number 1.
Looks like I just have to use the vigor on where the devil is approximately. Make sure I don't hit
Devil
and the
number
mom.
2. Woo! He's on a roll. And that's 3. We have a winner. Here you go, friend. And remember, if you need it lifted, lofted, tossed, or tumbled, Bucking Bronco is your answer.
What was that, like 10 Silver Eagles? Not bad. Looks like, this is a pretty fun place to be in, actually.
Solar was originated by adolescents. Little joyriders didn't even have proper tools for it, or a vein can produce the sky.
Let's see what else is around here.
Look at this. Those dirty Vox are at it again. See them villains zipping around spreading their lies and dissent? Fear not. I got just the cure. Good man. Now take aim and blast those evil Vox out of the sky. Hit enough and I'll get you up front.
Okay.
Let this fella go. Let this fella go.
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss at this range because you have a shotgun.
More for the record. He's there. Keep it up. Any box left when you're done. Never seen shooting like
Damn,
that.
looks like I missed that last one. Anyway, that last one was easily hittable. Let's go ahead and get the Silver Eagles. Not bad. I guess towards the end of that game you want to start lining up so you hit them multiple Vox Populi at the same shot. Oh my god. No, don't worry kids, I'm not laughing at you. The cigarette goes in your mouth, not up your nose. Oh man. Anyway, I'm just gonna let those kids do what they want to do.
Ferry you with ease to and from your place of business, or on a romantic evening ride with the missus. He hauls carriages, vending items, furniture,
We still
and
haven't
more.
gotten
From
the
heaviest
automobile.
item to your most delicate
We have
possession.
electrically powered stallions like the one that was driving that ice cart a while back. Same to you, bud.
Hot dogs, Alexander Hot Dogs, Columbia's finest.
Voxophone! Hear your voice from the past in the present. Say something, Sonny.
What's a voxophone?
What's a voxophone?
Exactly that. A personal record of voice.
Hey, just so we're clear, I'm not paying for this.
Just a demonstration, sir.
Interesting.
Have you sampled any of the new videos yet?
I usually wait till Fink works up the kinks and then sing.
Oh, live music.
The Vox Populi are on the loose. Who will hunt them down? Hey, you! Handy with a rifle?
Give it a shot.
Well, here's a brave fellow. Now, shoot the Vox when they appear.
Looks like it's the same idea as the previous air shotgun game, except this time I think we have an air rifle.
Bag the anarchist Daisy Fitzroy. Oh, those Vox are quick with their boots. Well done, sir. You're almost there. Another shot right on the money. Ah, the anarchist Fitzroy. Quickly now. Oh, no bonus. Another shot right on the money. Natural gun slash.
you know, my lack of shooting prowess has shown me that probably in between recording sessions, I need to go ahead and switch the sensitivity on the sticks here on my controller. Veni Vidi Vigor. Oh, I see. Bucking Bronco. 375. Well, anyway, I don't think I want to spend 375 coins just yet.
Wonder of the world. He's big. He's
Quite the set of pipes on her. How much do you want to bet these guys become enemies later on?
amazing handyman. Is he man? Is he machine? Only Colombian ingenuity could create such an amazing marvel.
Ah, poor guy. Highly photosensitive. But he definitely looks like a Big Daddy-esque kind of character to fight against.
Step right up and see the eight.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
He looks so sad.
Sad? When you're that strong, what's there to be sad about?
Oh, hey, it's a salt machine. Yeah, I'm guessing this will automatically recharge your MP if you're low on something.
The men of metal. With possession, you are the master. You bend any machine to your will.
With just a whisper, they're all ears.
Whoa. Okay.
Press to turn machines into allies.
Okay, it looks like at least with this first level of possession, this Vigor can control turrets, or automatons.
What the hell was that?
I'm guessing she used possession on us. It's the same thing that we just saw. Okay.
I bet he could lift that entire booth over his head.
Strength isn't everything.
Oh, wait.
4 flavors.
Howdy, sailors.
Gotta love the tricorder hat on this guy.
Any port in the storm?
Ticket taker. Okay, so apparently there's a ticket taker around here. I just got that prompt to go ahead and use it on the ticket taker. It's probably this machine right here. Oops.
One man goes into the waters of baptism. A different man comes out, born again. But who is that man who lies submerged? Perhaps that swimmer is both sinner and saint.
Well, if it is to send them in Buford, your spot at the raffle awaits. Don't know why I didn't recognize you before. Odd. Always good to have gentlemen of your caliber at our fine fairgrounds.
Okay, well, looks like we can advance now.
Heads.
Or tails.
Come on, let me through. Heads.
Or tails.
Heads.
Told you. I never find that as satisfying as I'd imagined.
Chin up. There's always next time.
I suppose there is.
Nice little reveal here about their heads or tails games. Anyway, these two sound awfully familiar. Are they the ones who dropped us off at the lighthouse?
We won't leave until you do. You have my word on that.
I wonder who the heck these people are. Something tells me this is not going to be the last of them that we see before this game is done. Frankly, I want to see more of them. They're pretty interesting.
Is it that time of year already?
Songbird. interesting. Sing praise to the songbird, for he is the protector of the lamb. I'm guessing this is the final line of defense to protect the lamb from the false shepherd, who I'm guessing is me, Booker DeWitt. Anyway, I've hit the 30-minute mark. We're on the path of the scroll now, and I think this is a good place as any to drop the recording for a bit. Kind of interesting. I wonder if NECA is going to make these things into toys as well, like they did with the Big Daddy dolls from Bioshock 2. Doesn't look like I need any health kits here. Anyway, we just went through the fair here at the Columbia something or another. Columbia Raffle and Fair, I guess, is what it was called. And we are still on our way to search for the tower.
He looks lost.
He looks just fine to me.
Mary, you are a living, walking scandal.
I'm going to take your money there, by the way, guys. And, like I said, we're still looking for the tower here in Columbia that's holding Elizabeth in it. But we have just gotten our first warning about the songbird. So maybe next time we will finally meet up with both of those characters here in Bioshock Infinite. So until then, like, favorite, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Take care. And as always, peace out.
Will the circle be unbroken?